Hey everyone, it's Flubz, and I'm here today making a video about the game Squad. More specifically, about Squad's player count and if the new Squad 4.0 update, with the addition of the People's Liberation Army of China, plus the confirmation of the map Haru, based in Finland. Sorry if I butchered that, I do not speak Finnish. Will that be enough to attract new players and incentivize old players to return and jump back into the game? I hope you enjoy watching the background video. I have gameplay of the Middle East escalation mod, playing as the US Special Forces marksman. I fragged out this game, dropped the most kills, so hope you enjoy watching that in the background. This was recorded over on my live stream at twitch.tv war_flubs. If you want to head over there, give me a follow, watch me play Squad among other games live. Also, if you like this video, be sure to drop a like and sub. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate the support. So, let's address the fact that Squad has lost some players over the last few months. But if you look at the graph from steamcharts.com, for this year it shows a general growth of players, which is great for the game. Back when I started playing Squad, its average player count was around 5,000 players. And at the time of recording, the average player count is sitting at just about 7,500 players for this month. So in general, that's about a 2,500 player growth on average. But that's not the full story. At the time of recording, the 24-hour peak of Squad was over 10,000 players. Absolutely insane. But again, that is not all. We can also see Squad's all-time player peak, which was 26,000 players. I want to see this game succeed and continue to grow and keep players to bring that average player count up. I have recently came back to the game after taking a brief break, and I have just noticed the game just doesn't feel as populated to me anymore. When I'm scrolling through that server browser, I'm not seeing all the servers that I used to. There's not as many, specifically more in my region of the US. When I sort by ping, there's not as many servers based in North America, it seems. And I'm not really sure what's up with that. Many servers just aren't online anymore, and that disappoints me because I really do love this game and a lot of these different communities. Now, if we take a more in-depth look at this graph, we can see certain spikes throughout the month. And you can also see Squad's all-time peak players, which happened this year, Monday, March 28th. Again, that high of 26,032 players happened on that day. Now, that may not sound like a lot for many AAA games, but this is great for an indie game made for a very niche genre of FPS shooters. As many of you know, Squad is ultra hardcore. It's a modern military simulation, so that's not going to attract all kinds of players. Now, I'm not going to go too in-depth on certain spikes, as those are mainly due to new updates, new content, or free weekends, as the all-time peak happened on a free weekend. And I will go more in-depth on those in a review I'm looking to make for Squad more towards the end of December or beginning of 2023. Leave a comment if you would like to see me make a review or before you buy for Squad. So now enough about player counts and stats for a minute. Let's talk about Squad's newest update. Update 4.0 launching December 7th. In this update, as of recording, there are not the full patch notes released as of yet. But what information is available is we will be getting the People's Liberation Army of China into the game, and that map in Finland, which is amazing. Finally, another Red 4 conventional faction. In the time that I have been playing Squad, Australia and the United States Marine Corps have been added to the game. 2 Blue 4 factions. So it's good to see a new Red 4 faction being added for a change. So now you won't always have to play or be playing against Russia in conventional matchups. If you don't understand conventional and unconventional militaries, here's some examples. Examples of a conventional military are the US Army, the British Army, the Canadian Army. Unconventional forces are your factions in the game like the insurgents or militia, which can be fun and provide a unique gameplay, but they just aren't as strong as the conventional factions like Russia and China, as you'll see being added. So what will be included in China's roster when they come to the game? Well, it's exciting as we are finally getting brand new assets added into the game. With the newest USMC faction, many things are shared or similar with the US Army faction already in the game. But with the People's Liberation Army, everything is new. From small arms the infantry carry, to armored vehicles, helicopters, and they will even have their very own fighters for airstrikes. So you may be wondering, what are all these new weapons and vehicles that will be included? China will have 7 unique vehicles, 15 unique weapons, and a new commander feature to call in a tactical bombing run using the PLA's JH-7A Flying Leopard. The new vehicles being added that we have confirmed are as follows: the ZBL-08 wheeled APC, the ZTZ-99A main battle tank, the ZBD-04A infantry fighting vehicle. New weapon emplacements, more in depth on the vehicles. The ZBL-08 AFV can carry up to 8 players. By the looks of it, we don't have confirmed numbers yet. The IFV version mounts a complete 30mm autocannon, a machine gun, and a ATGM. The APC will come with a 50 cal equivalent in China, which is the 12.7mm HMG. And then the ZTZ-99 main battle tank, similar to the Russian T-90, but more modern. And that is everything that we have confirmed for right now. Again, this all drops December 7th, and we are still awaiting the full patch notes to be released. But with all that said, I am beyond excited for a new Red 4 conventional faction being added. Wondering to see how they will play and what balance will be like, as the stuff they're coming in with seems pretty damn strong compared to other factions. Like, you're going to be rolling out in the US Army or Marines in your Striker, and you're just going to pull up on a Chinese armored personnel carrier that has an auto cannon and an ATGM on it. So there might need to be some balancing done around there. We will just have to see how that plays out. And I feel like I need to say this just because I'm excited about playing the PLA coming into Squad and being excited to play them. Does not mean I support the governments of China or Russia in real life at all. I'm very opposed to Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the CCP's brutal rule in China. But they do make the game of Squad better, and playing as those factions can be fun and unique. So now I want to ask you, do you think that this will bring a new resurgence of players? In my opinion, yes, I do believe that many people will come and play Squad due to this update, If you look back to the graphs, you can see every time a big update is dropped, it sucks a whole lot of new people in. And now, especially with China being added, China is one of the biggest countries on Earth. There's billion plus people that live there. Maybe some Chinese people will be interested in Squad now that their nation is now represented. And key issue that still remains, a lot of people left due to poor optimization. In my opinion, it has gotten better, and hopefully with this new update will continue to be better, so people with lower end PCs can continue to play and enjoy the game. But now I want to ask, what do you think will come next to Squad? What faction or countries would you like to see added in the coming updates? I personally still think we need some more Red 4 factions. But the options are starting to get limited, I believe. You could possibly add North Korea for Red 4. They are very similar to both China and Russia in that they used mixed Soviet gear. They work very close with both those countries in real life. If you want to do something unique, I thought of this. You could add a unique faction ability to North Korea if added, where on every map they get like double the amount of tanks as the faction they're going up against, but those tanks are old ass like T-34s and shit, because North Korea infamously has lots of troops, lots of armor, but it's usually pretty ancient equipment, not up to today's standards. You could possibly add India as well, but I am not sure where they would land in the Red 4 or Blue 4 area, kind of like the Middle East Alliance in the game. I'm not really sure if they're considered a Blue 4 or Red 4 faction. But some more Blue 4 factions that I thought would be interesting to see added to the game. I personally would love to see Poland. They have a very unique military. Also, Germany would be very nice to see in the game. I would also love to see a Scandinavian country. Norway, Sweden, or Finland, any of those. If I had to pick one, why not Finland? They just added Haru, based in Finland. The Finnish military is strong, powerful, and very interesting. Outside of Europe, though, a Blue 4 faction that I would love to see, based out of Asia, South Korea, or Japan. Either one of those would be fantastic. I would also love to see some new maps, maybe based in Asia or China, to incorporate, especially the new Chinese faction that's coming out. I'm not sure how many maps they'll be playable on, as many we have are in Eastern Europe, the Middle East. So maybe seeing some set in China or set on some islands in Asia would be really cool for some Chinese versus USMC or Australia matchups. And if they add any more Asian countries like South Korea or Japan. But that is all I have for you today. Again, this update drops December 7th. I'm really excited to be playing it. I will be live streaming it the day it comes out. If you want to, again, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv war_Flubz. I want to thank our sponsors, Juggernaut Energy. Be sure to head over, use code WAR for 15% off your order there. And Chairs for Gaming, use code FLUBS for 10% off your order if you're in need of a new gaming chair, gaming desk, or any other accessories. Thank you and peace out.
You got 9, bro. What the fuck? Why only 9?